Hi guys, I'm back with another video for you today. I've got Geraldine here from Essential Parfum. Thank you so much for connecting with me.
Merci, the honor is mine.
Great. So we have a lot of things happening here at Essential Parfums, especially since you have a new fragrance created by Dominique Ropion. Tell us a little bit about that.
So we're not going to introduce Dominique, right?
Oh, everybody knows him.
Everyone knows Dominique, so I was super honored that he said yes, because he's a bit busy, let's say it.
I've heard.
And we worked on an iris together, which was a challenge for me. I don't like iris.
Oh no.
Well,
Why is it?
Well, I don't like powdery juice.
Okay.
So, very in a selfish mode, I did my iris.
Okay.
So it's called Velvet Iris.
Velvet.
And it's a green iris, very sharp, woody ambery.
Okay.
Full of galbanum, full of labdanum. Do you want to smell?
Yeah, we want to smell it, but does this mean that you like iris now since you created an iris?
Yeah. Well, not all of them, but I like my iris. And I have to tell you something which was pretty funny on the juice.
Yeah.
We worked with Dominique, and we, at a certain stage, it was going in a direction which was going too powdery slash yummy, which are two notes that I don't like, as you know.
Okay, yeah, you don't like gourmands.
Yes, I don't like gourmands. So it's the first time I do this, actually. I said, Dominique, give me a, I need to go back. So I went back to the office. I smelled everything from the start.
Wow.
On the note, to notice that at one period, the direction went on the wrong side, which was my fault. Okay. We went step back. We went to this mode and said, we want to go from this mode. And we added some bucu, some, it was pink pepper, and it was done, finished.
Okay. So why did you decide to do an iris with Dominique? Is he an expert at iris?
Well, he's an expert in anything.
Okay.
You know, it's Dominique. Well, I don't have very much floral.
You needed to have an iris.
I didn't have a floral.
Okay.
And I wanted an iris which was really unisex.
Okay.
So that was also a challenge.
I see. I don't really personally consider iris a floral note, even though it's the flower, but we're working with the roots.
Yes, only the roots. Have you been in a landscape of iris?
I have never been, and I would love to.
So
does it smell?
No. It's actually, it looks like a landscape of potato. It's quite ugly, actually.
That's what I've heard.
So we're actually going to film in April with Dominique to see how it works and all that. So we're going to go and film in the south of France because the flowers are finished. Yeah. And now it's the roots.
The roots.
Yeah.
But isn't it true that they have to age the roots for like years?
Yes.
They do.
I think it's 2 years, actually.
2 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's smell it. We have Velvet Iris right here.
Yep.
And why did you decide to call it Velvet Iris?
Because you'll smell a very sweet type of note, which comes from a material called Saffiano.
Saffiano?
Yes.
And does Saffiano have anything to do with saffron?
No.
No.
It's a more sweet type. So it's very green, sharp at
so
the beginning.
Green, yeah. And also vegetal.
It's very vegetal. It's very herbaceous.
Herbaceous?
Herbaceous.
So there's some aromatic notes, green?
Yes.
Do we have galbanum here?
Full of galbanum.
Okay.
Full of
galbanum.
Which works well with the iris, because in the galbanum you also have a little powdery note, which works perfectly well with the iris.
Yeah, also vegetal, because for me, galbanum smells like a vegetable.
Yes.
Wow.
And then you have full of labdanum after, at the bottom, with this, and of course a Santal Accord.
So does this get powdery on skin?
You'll smell
Does
iris.
Does it sweeten up?
You'll smell the iris. You can start to smell it now.
Can I put some on?
Of course. But it's super chic. I find it super chic.
Oh, okay. So it does sweeten up a little bit more on my skin. Not overly sweet.
Show me. Oh.
It is green.
But that's sexy on you.
Oh, thank you.
It is.
So, one of my favorite fragrances is Dior Homme Intense, Dior Homme Parfum.
Yes.
Even more.
which is an iris.
It's an iris balm, but it's on the sweet side, and it's leathery with the Parfum. Sadly, it's been destroyed recently by LVMH because they changed the formula.
Yeah, I don't know, you know, but allergens and all that is really it's getting more and more complicated to make juices today with the allergens.
This doesn't really have that, but sort of kind of like a little edge of it kind of reminds me of the iris in there.
Oh, if I can do the same quantities as Jerome, that's okay for me.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I think this is on the green side, the vegetal side, not very sweet. I find it colder.
Yes,
yeah.
Absolutely.
The sweet notes and those warm things up. And even though you say there's labdanum here, labdanum, so that creates an ambery effect in the base.
Yes.
Does it sweeten up when it's drying?
A little bit, but you won't get this very big sweet part to it.
Oh, okay. And how's the reaction been to the new?
Well, the reaction has been quite. I didn't think it would be that fantastic, and people said, "Oh, finally, it's not an iris that we're normally smelling. It's a pretty different iris."
Yeah, it's different.
But you know, iris is not. It's also an edgy note. It's not for everyone.
No, it's definitely one of my favorite notes, and actually, it's become more and more one of my favorite notes. It's going up in the ranks. But you know what? You don't want to keep doing the same kind of iris because everybody's making very similar iris fragrances. This is different enough that if somebody really loves iris and they don't want the same thing over and over again, they can kind of come to this one. So this is launched currently?
End of May.
End of May.
End of May in exclusivity for about a week in our stores and online, and then roll out.
Worldwide?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the price point on your fragrances now?
Still 88 euro.
Okay. 100 ml?
100 ml.
EDP?
EDP.
Great.
Still way below the 100.
Wow.
Barrier.
That's one of the best values for fragrances, I think. You've got great niche collection of scents and under 100, so affordable.
Yep. Affordable.
Actually, they're more affordable than designer fragrances these days. They've jacked the prices up on those.
Well, today you don't have very much, you know, the barrier between some niche brands and the designers there's nothing today.
Yeah. Great work. Okay, so before Velvet Iris, you launched an extract.
Yes, the first extract.
Your first.
Yes.
I teased it when you premiered it at Petit Fragranza.
Yes.
And everybody went crazy for this.
Yes, yeah, but everyone goes crazy for whatever is Bois.
Yep.
To be honest.
Yeah.
So, and it was a challenge because, you know, Bois is already so powerful.
Yeah.
And we wanted to double the concentration.
So you went from 15 to 30.
It went from 16.
Oh, 16.
I have a doubt. Is it 16 or 17? God, aging. 16.
16, so 16 to 32.
Yeah, because you know what? I have the concentration that is written on each of my bottle.
You're right. It's 32%.
So I don't know why we shouldn't put it. No one writes it.
Yeah, I think you should. Totally.
Yeah. So
people want to know.
Yeah. Yeah. So Bois is already so powerful, eau de parfum itself. So we worked with Quentin for really a long time on this because I often take the example of pasta with truffle. If you go in a restaurant,
I love that,
and you an Italian restaurant, you'll still be able to taste the pasta and the truffle. I swear, if you do it the same at your home, you'll only smell the truffle and you'll never smell the pasta.
Yeah, I agree. So
here it's all a matter of balancing and increasing the concentration. It didn't work. It was becoming too loud, and it was. So we worked with Quentin, and I wanted to have really the day and night. So here you have more the night side, and it becomes way more leathery, and there's a rose facet to it. But also the amber is amplified as well, right? Very much, yes. So you want to try the eau de parfum or the extrait? Let's do both. Let's compare them side by side. Okay. And by the way, guys, we are now featuring Bois Imperial Extrait in our latest Scent Club kit. So if you've been wanting to get your nose on Bois Imperial Extrait, now is the time to get the kit. So that's the eau de parfum. Yeah. It's pretty potent. And it's a daytime version, like you said. Yeah. And you know what? People actually layer them. I can do that. Yeah. I've done things like that. I've layered the eau de parfum version with the extrait version of a fragrance. It does work. This one is
Big. It's beefy.
More than nighttime one.
A lot of meat on the bones here. Yeah, this is powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get the rose facet.
You get the rose, but it's a woody rose.
Yeah. It's not a rose fragrance, though.
And it's almost like when you smell it now, it's almost, you have like even like a little rummy side.
Slight boozy side, yeah. I could see that, yeah. So you decided to create an extrait de parfum of the Bois Imperial Eau de Parfum because it's your most popular fragrance in the repertoire?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was easier to create an extrait de parfum of your bestseller, of course.
Yeah.
It sits for the rest coming afterwards.
Oh, we got more coming?
Yeah. I have a very good surprise for you.
Okay. She's going to tease us with more extrait.
So after we decided to do 2 more extraits, which are going to come in October.
Oh, wow. So 2 launching together.
2 launching together in the same 30 ml bottle.
Okay.
One which is the MUSC by Calice Becker, and one which is Nice Bergamote by Antoine Maisondieu.
Okay. So you do know the musk is...
It's not your favorite.
No, I love musk, but for some reason this musk doesn't work for me.
Oh,
and I
happens.
think it's the beeswax. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'm happy that you're honest.
Yeah.
You know, it's fine.
But I do want to see what you've done with the extract.
Okay. So do you want me still to smell the musk?
Yeah, let's try it. The original, the musk,
Okay.
created by Calice Becker.
Yes.
Very well-known perfumer from Givaudan.
Yeah, we did a small success called J'adore.
Yeah.
Small.
I consider her success Love Don't Be Shy from Kilian, but...
Yes, she makes most of the Kilian juice.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, there's a waxiness about it that bothers me for some reason.
Yeah, the beeswax,
yeah.
you're right. Whatever.
Whatever, yeah.
You know.
But let's see what you've done with the extrait, because I can't wait.
So the extra, so you're the first one smelling it.
Ooh.
It's a super exclusivity.
This is exclusive to you guys.
So it becomes way more animalic.
Ooh. You know, animalic fragrances are trending lately. Have you heard that?
Really?
Yeah. It's just in time.
This one you're going to like. This one you're going to like.
Ooh. Really? Wow. It's different. It's darker. It's moodier. It's like there's an ambery effect under there, and also some woods maybe.
Yes.
Spices.
And you have the gourmand side, which is more. It's not obvious. It's more like a caramel side to it. The gourmand.
Can I try it on?
Yes. Yeah.
Right here. Okay, yeah, I do like this one more. Oh, whoa. There is an animalic side to this.
Yes.
Woo.
It's nice, no? This you're gonna wear.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, this is a bad boy. Wow, okay, so this comes out in October. With another extract.
Yes, Nice Bergamote.
So you are making an extract of a citrus fragrance.
I think there's none on the market today.
Okay.
I really wanted, bergamot is most of the time always on the top notes because they're very volatile notes.
Yeah, exactly.
Our bergamot it has a very strong floral side to it, which is with ylang ylang, jasmine, petal rose petal, actually.
Yeah, I do get the rose.
And here you feel like you're in Positano having a spritz.
Mm-hmm. It's very fresh.
Very fresh Italian and all
Airy, breezy.
Airy, breezy.
So let me ask you this. The people come, ask me this. Is it Nice Bergamot or Nice Bergamot?
It's Nice Bergamot because each of our names always have a mixture of French and English. Like the MUSC, it's written with a C in French name. Mm-hmm. The MUSC. So it's always a mixture, but people can say Nice, it's okay. Even though there's no citrus, the citrus come from Italy, from Calabrian region.
Calabria, yeah.
So here we worked with Antoine. I told him I really wanted to have the citrus or the lemon that stayed in the sun for a long time.
Ripened. Ooh, can't wait to smell this one. Another Givaudan perfume.
Another Givaudan perfume.
Wow, so you've done 3 extracts all Givaudan perfumers.
Yes.
Interesting. Oh, this is sunnier. It's solar.
Solar.
A bit floral too.
More floral, but you still smell the citrus.
Oh yeah, it's juicy.
It's juicy.
But more amped up, more intensified.
Yes.
Oh wow. I actually like this one a lot. I like it a little more than the musk.
As an extrait?
Yeah.
Even more?
Yeah, this is really yummy. This is like so airy, breezy, juicy, floral.
A bit,
carefree.
Tiny bit gourmand, just a tiny.
Yeah. Let me see if I have some space to spritz this one.
You're going to smell delicious all there.
Ooh. Oh yeah, it's the same, but you know, amplified, intensified. Oh my.
And it's 32% concentration. And this is going to stay put all day.
All day.
It's crazy.
Yeah, this is yummy. This is really, really great. Yeah, I do like my extracts because sometimes I complain about fragrances not lasting, and these do have legs. I can smell. I mean, the musk, yeah, both of them are good actually, but I do prefer the nice bergamot just a little bit more.
But at least you don't like the musk. That's a good thing.
No, you know, I don't hate the musk. It just doesn't work for me.
It's okay.
Yeah. All right, so you've got those coming up in October. Those are the big surprises that have been revealed today, guys.
Yes.
Now, let's talk a little bit about your previous fragrance that came before the Bois Imperial extract.
Neroli.
Yeah.
By
Flippo. And Flippo.
Yeah.
How is that doing for you?
It's doing well.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's doing well. It's doing well because it's not the baby side Neroli, which it's an androgyne.
Androgynous?
Oh God, why is that so difficult to say in English?
Okay.
Androgynous.
I like androgyne. That sounds, I've never
Androgyne.
heard of it in French before.
Androgyne in French.
Okay.
Androgyne side.
Okay.
And it's a spicy Neroli, green also. I love green notes, you know that.
I love green notes too.
So
you went to green notes with the Velvet Iris, and you also did green here with the Neroli.
Yeah.
Neroli Botanica. And why did you decide to call it Botanica?
Because it's very, very natural side. You'll really smell like you're in a garden on the botanic side of it.
Oh, wow. And here you've written 17% here.
Yeah.
So it's a little higher than
it's a little bit higher. To be honest, really, to be honest, I could even put less, 14 or 15, because the quality of the juice are so amazing. And it's really the optimum concentration, because the more you concentrate, it's our same truffle pasta. It doesn't smell good at the end.
Yeah. This is yummy though. Neroli is one of my favorites. I just love it. It's just so cozy. Reminds me of some of the orange blossom that was used in our cuisine. My mom used orange blossom in cooking in the Middle East.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, in Lebanese cuisine.
Yeah. I just love that about Neroli orange blossom. And this is kind of on the green side. Yeah. It's also creamy from the white floral parts.
The white floral and a little bit of sandalwood also.
Okay.
Full of vetiver.
Vetiver, okay.
As well.
Yeah, this is good. This is good work. I really love this. Very fresh, very airy, breezy. If you want like a floral effect with your fresh fragrance, like if you're a fan of nice bergamot,
that works.
And you want more flowers, the Neroli Botanica should satisfy. That's yummy. I love that. So we're going to also talk about a few of my favorite fragrances from the Essential Parfums house. We've got Patchouli Mania and also Divine Vanille. Let's talk about Patchouli Mania first. This is also at 17%.
Yeah.
And this one's created by Fabrice Pellegrin. He did a great job on this. It's a nutty patchouli, right?
Yes. So patchouli is not an easy note. It's not the best seller. You know, it's something quite edgy. But I really wanted to smell the patchouli because I love patchouli. Put it in just patchouli. I love
patchouli too.
in your wardrobe, it's fantastic. And patchouli, that's how it came to Europe, because the cashmere were coming from India, and they were putting it in the boats, patchouli leaves. Oh. It would take out insects, and And when it reaches Europe, all the cashmere would smell delicious. So this is how it came to Europe.
Okay. I did not know this. I'm obsessed with the smell of patchouli. It's so intoxicating. Yum. It's a bit chocolatey.
It's completely chocolatey, and you have some nuts.
Nutty notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just at the top note to use.
It's not. Yeah.
Just want to smell it again. Bit of addiction.
Very, very
The
intoxicating.
sillage is amazing on the skin.
I love this.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is so good. He did such a great job with this. I have come to enjoy a lot of his creations. And why did you decide to do a patchouli with Fabrice? Is he known for that? Because I haven't seen him do patchouli before.
It's his favorite note.
Isn't it?
Yes.
I did not know this.
Yes.
He does a lot of leathery fragrances.
He does, but patchouli is his favorite note, and as it's his favorite note, it's always a challenge for him to work on another type of patchouli. And I didn't want to go into the balsamic side of a patchouli.
Yeah.
It's also pretty green.
Yeah, it's green and also woody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really wonderful. Love it. This is definitely one of my favorites from the Essential Parfums house, Patchouli Mania. But my number one favorite from this house happens to be Divine Vanille.
Yes.
It was sad with Olivier Péchaud passed away. Yeah.
For him. Yeah. And it was a challenge because, as I told you, I don't like gourmand notes. So
Yeah.
I said to Olivier, let's work on a very dark side of the patchouli, the vanilla. And the vanilla comes from Madagascar, and the vanilla itself is the juice on its own. It's amazing. This is a chic vanilla. It's not the cupcake vanilla.
No. It's spicy, it's smoky.
Yes.
It's ambery.
Full of incense.
Yeah.
Full of clary sage, full of osmanthus, this amazing flower from China that smells apricot.
Yeah,
peach.
fruity. So there's some slight fruity edges here, but in the end, it's like a smoky, incensey take on vanilla that's super intoxicating. I love it. It's so yummy. So that's my favorite. Still is, even though your most popular is Bois Imperial. What is it about Bois Imperial that people really love and gravitate towards?
God, if I knew, I think everyone would be very rich because we would know what the success is made of. I have no idea. I think it's a completely magic juice. Whenever you put it on, people stop you in the street or ask you, "What are you wearing?" It's I don't know. It's crazy. It's this. I have to tell you a story. I don't know if I told you this.
No.
Bois Imperial is actually the first and the only fragrance in my collection that I could picture. Do you know why it's called Bois Imperial?
Why is that?
Because my grandmother was half French, half Vietnamese.
Oh, wow.
And she was from Hue, which is the imperial city of Vietnam, which is exactly in the middle. And she met my grandfather, which was in the army and worked in the Indochina War, on the bridge of the Perfume River.
Wow.
And so I called it Imperial in legacy of my grandmother.
Oh, wow. That's
because
awesome.
she's from Hue, the imperial city. And I said to Quentin, listen, Quentin, I have a picture of this juice. I see a man wearing a beige suit on a floating house on the Mekong River after strong rain, humid rain.
Yeah.
Watching the sea, watching the Mekong River with a hat. And like this, leaning on the house. And I said, okay, do me a juice.
Wow.
And that was it. And I said, I see something, there has to be humidity, there has to be a little bit of floating wood.
Yeah.
There has to be a vetiver side, there has to be, no, I think that's not a good one. It has to be a very dry wood. And you know what? When we started working on it, it was during the COVID. And I remember we were talking with Quentin. I said, God, I have so good ideas, but it's closed. We cannot formulate. And he worked from this amazing ingredient, which became so popular, which is a captive from Givaudan, AKIGALAWOOD.
AKIGALAWOOD. That is the most famous note now.
So
everybody's using it.
Yeah, but it's a problem for them because the thing is that what is interesting is that it's unused parts of patchouli that you normally don't use, that here we use. It's upcycling of patchouli. And by biotechnology, they obtained this AKIGALAWOOD. But today, the crazy thing is that AKIGALAWOOD is so famous that they're even starting to use patchouli and throw it to use the non-parts of patchouli to make AKIGALAWOOD.
Wow.
So that's the, you know what a captif is?
They capture a part of the ingredient.
No.
What is it?
A captif ingredient is an ingredient that is exclusive to the house.
Ah, okay.
It's like a fingerprint.
Okay.
Which
That's
means
why it's
that
called a captive, because it's their own proprietary ingredient.
It's their own. Like we have captif in the MUSC, which means that you can only smell it in Givaudan juice. They won't sell it to IFF or Firmenich or whatever.
So they control the usage
and it's a fingerprint. If you cannot copy it if you don't have the AKIGALAWOOD. So
that's good.
That's good.
That's good. So that's a great story with Bois Imperial. What besides these two extracts, what do we look forward to from you in the future?
We're gonna launch in May 3 hair and body mist.
Okay, of some of your fragrances.
Of nice bergamote, Bois Imperial, and the MUSC.
Wow.
And what makes it different, we're the first one doing a hair and body mist. No alcohol.
No alcohol.
So that's a challenge.
Yeah, I can
Because
see that.
we redo the formula, that's complicated.
So you try to replicate the smell.
Yes.
In that kind of a...
Yes, and it's a real body mist that you can put on your skin and on your hair in the sun because you don't have any alcohol.
That's great. And besides those and these two fragrances, what shall we look forward to next year? Which perfumer will you be working with?
Well, we're going to celebrate the 5 years of Bois.
Oh, it's coming up.
It's coming up in October. And we're actually going to work on a limited edition, which is going to be a real limited edition, which means that it's going to be the same juice, same bottle, but it's going to be designed. There's going to be something designed.
Oh, we should look forward to that one.
But it's a real limited edition, which means that every store will order quantities and we won't have any reorders. It's just one shot. It's not a limited edition that if it works well, we're going to do bigger edition. It's a real limited edition. So, and
kind of like our Scent Club kits. Once we drop them and they run out, we move on to the next one.
See,
That's
same.
it. Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
And then we're starting to work on the 12th fragrance with JORDI FERNANDEZ.
Whoa, okay. Another Givaudan perfumer.
Another Givaudan.
You like this fragrance house.
Yeah, but we did IFF with Dominique before.
Yeah, that's right.
And then Fipo.
That's right, that's
So,
right. You do enjoy working with Givaudan perfumers, I take it.
well, I love working with all perfumers. That's that's a privilege. I work with perfumers first and the house after.
Ah, I see.
So that's gonna be. We're gonna go into a more yummy side.
Ooh, okay. I like yummy.
I know.
So let's talk a little bit about your bottles also. Recently you changed all your bottles, you made them refillable. Is the 30 ml also refillable?
No, that's the only one that is not refillable. But all the 100 mLs are. And yes, and we've changed design. We took the logo in the back. It's in the back of the. You see the logo is here,
Ooh.
and you have a little window. Now it's more edgy on the side,
And these all are refillable, and you sell refills for these?
yes.
And how is that priced?
€95, 150 ml.
So you get 50 ml more juice for about the same price of the bottle?
Yeah.
A little more.
Yeah.
All right, and guys, if you have been following me on YouTube, we've had some great promotions with Essential Parfums' previous bottles where we did 2 for 1. And so stay tuned for more of those in the future. We'll have a couple more of those drops as well.
Yeah,
but
to make you work a little bit more.
Yeah. But yeah, I appreciate you taking the time to do this video with me.
Thank you.
Do you have anything else you want to share before we wrap up? Any little clues on something that's coming?
We're going to work on an edition with our first partnership with a retailer.
Oh.
We're going to make a perfume for Skins Cosmetics in the Netherlands.
Oh. So a special fragrance for them?
Yeah, Essentiel Parfum and Skins.
So would it be a different fragrance completely?
Yes.
Ooh.
A different perfumer.
Oh, wow. Okay, lots to look forward to here with Essential Parfums. Thank you so much for doing the video.
Merci.
Guys, thanks so much for watching today's video. If you have any questions or comments, please do list below. Please like this video, please share it. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye.